So you're finally ready to start creating content, and maybe you've been using a cell phone, but you want to take production to the next level. The good news is I've already done all the research for you, and I've been able to narrow it down to the most affordable but also high quality equipment that you can use to start recording. Stick around and I'll show you the exact equipment that I'm using right now and that you can start using yourself. Coming up. Hey guys, I'm Curtis Riley, aka Preach from The Real Rileys. Our goal is to give real advice for real life. And lucky for you, I've made tons of mistakes for you to learn from. And we are one family with multiple channels. We've got a channel on how-tos, on marriage, on faith, and ministry. So check them out. But the purpose of this channel is to discuss real business, real content, and real income. But we also offer online courses, personal one-on-one coaching, and more. Make sure to take 1 second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. That lets YouTube know that you're getting value from it. And your free gift for stopping by is our PDF and mini course, The Studio Setup Guide. I'll share with you the list of equipment that I use to create my own studio. Just go to therealrileys.com. Now, let's get into it.
And you say, well, what in the world is the studio setup checklist? The studio setup checklist is literally the checklist that I use to build my own studio. You can go to therealrileys.com. You can download this. It's a PDF. It's a mini course. There's some videos there that you can get this totally free. My gift to you. But here's what it looks like. I'm just kind of giving you behind the scenes of what this looks like. There's a little about us, me and Judah and Zeke. We are the Real Rileys. And some people are like, are there fake Rileys? No, there's no fake Rileys, but we do try to keep it real. That was the original intent behind this, was to keep it real, to help people, our goal is to give real advice for real life, but at the same time, I make a lot of mistakes. And so essentially all these channels are you learning from my mistakes and saving time, money, and effort for you. So you're welcome. That's the goal here. So studio setup checklist, you can see the first thing here as we kind of just run through here. I'm just going to give you a sample of what this looks like. You got to have a good camera. And what's cool about this too is basically all this equipment and all these things that I've gone through, I am very frugal. I try to save money when I can. I try not to spend a lot of money. So I'm looking at like the budget friendly stuff. I'm looking at the stuff that's affordable, but at the same time, I like high quality things. I like things to look good. I like things to feel good and have that high quality and excellence with them. So I try to balance that. And I think that's exactly what this list does. And you can just click on these and it'll take you right to our Amazon affiliates, which doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help support us. But you can see here the camera. This is the camera that I landed on. You can spend a lot more money on cameras if you want. This to me is, and to be completely honest, I'll do some videos on this, especially if you guys want them. Comment and let me know if you guys want these. But I can do a video on how you can get started with just your cell phone, especially if you have like a brand new iPhone or a nice phone. Cameras are really nice nowadays. And you can do that. But I do think it's better to have a setup like this if you can. And if you can't, don't let it stop you. Just want to encourage you. You can still get started with something like that. And I think there's a time and a place for like short videos, short context and stuff like that. You know, just little quick thoughts where a cell phone is just fine to do stuff like that. So here's the camera that I use. It is a Canon. You can take that. That'll take you to the link there, give you everything you need, a little pack with. And I do have a lens that I recommend. I have a lens. I'm using my computer right now, so you can't see that, but and I'll explain more of this in one of our other courses, this self-made studio. If you want to get into it, I'll explain all these things to you, but I've got a lens that gives that look that I really like, kind of blurs the background. And then there's your stand. You're going to need some type of stand if you're going to do that, because you want to have like a tripod or something to make sure that the camera is holding still. I use 2 cameras. I actually use 2 of these cameras, but you can get started with one, and I can show you how to do that and some tricks to make it feel like you have more than one camera as well. And then the next thing you want is table and legs. And so this is, again, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to be affordable here. I'm trying to say, hey, what's like the cheapest thing that we can do? And my goal is not only to be affordable, but it was kind of to be portable as well. I was using, and maybe you've got a whole extra room or a basement that you can set up a studio, but I was using a spare bedroom, and so we had a folding bed in there too, the Murphy bed, which I got a link to that on our how-to channel. But I wanted to be able to take my table down, and I would set up and record, and then I'd take it down, and sometimes we'd use the room for something else. So I like these tables. You can get this tabletop, you can get these legs, whatever color you want that matches the room that you're in.
Hey, can I stop you right there? And will you take 1 second to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell? That helps support us, and it'll help us to continue to make content just like this.
And then number 3, if you want to have your own studio, you want to start shooting your own content and things like that, you got to have some lights. You got to have good lighting. I don't think you can see it right now, but I've got a lot of daylight coming in. The windows next to me right here, I've got them closed where a lot of daylight comes in anyways, but I also have a light here and I have a light here that's always kind of shining on me. And you can see that, just kind of get the face lit in front and make sure that looks good and that you can see everything. So I've got those are the actual lights that I use and that I'm using right now. And then number 4, and let me know if you got questions. If you guys got any questions, type them in the chat and let me know, and I'll try to get to those. Again, this is kind of a live Q&A. The hope is to answer any questions that you guys have about online business or about creating your own studio. So number 4 is the mic stand. And again, I keep this, if you watch some of my videos on YouTube, you'll see the wide angle lens that you see where I kind of zoom out and you can see back behind. You can see the mic is right up here. I actually use this mic. You can see 2 mics. I use this mic as a backup, but that could be all you need just to get started, is just that one mic and that boom stand so that you can actually have some good audio. Typically the cameras, the mics are just not gonna be good. They're just gonna be really small. They're not gonna be good. They're gonna be too far away. You gotta get something that's a little bit closer. Table mic, and here is number 5. And this is the guy that I use, the Blue Yeti. Yes, the Yeti. And so I use this guy. I love it. I like the way that it sounds. I think it makes things sound really clear. And speaking of that, what's funny is, like I said, I make a lot of mistakes. I might not even be using that mic right now. So let me switch to it. And I did find something, and I'll put a link in the description afterwards. And let me just tell you too, you can go to, let me see, where is it? If you sign up for this, you get all the links. But I think it is recommendations is where you can get that. You can get all of the links, all of our affiliate links, all of the best deals, all the best promos, all of our partnerships are in that one link. So you don't have to search around for everything. So go to that, check it out, and you'll be able to get everything that you need for that. All the programs that we use, everything that we recommend. Even the program that I'm using right now to live stream. I'm going to switch mics real quick because I think I'm using the other one. I'm using the MacBook one right now. So I'm going to be switching to, there we go, to the Yeti. So perfect example of, 1, I make a lot of mistakes. It's okay. You just got to keep going. And then 2, gives you a pretty good example of what this mic sounds like versus what using a mic on your camera would sound like or using a mic on your computer would sound like. The new MacBook Pro mic is not that bad. I just got this. I did a review on that, so it's not terrible either. But I do like this mic a lot better. I like the way it sounds more clear and just kind of defined and crisp, if you will. And then number 6 is, a lot of people call these like a hair light. And it, depending on the angle, I've got one behind me. You probably can't see it. It's off to the side. But they call it a hair light because it just kind of like makes the hair, you can see it kind of glowing in your hair and just kind of gives you some distance and separation from the background. So you can get a couple of those. You can pair those. Those are pretty cheap. There's a link for that.
And if you're trying to start or grow your online business, I want to encourage you to check out our online course called the Self-Made Studio. I'll take you through exactly how I built my studio and how you can build a studio for yourself.
And then number 7 is the color LED lights. There's different options that you can use for this. I like this one because it's got an app and you can manually use it. I just use the app and I've got my colors for each channel set in there. And you can see, there you go, right behind me. You can see that it is set on green right now, and I change the color for, you know, whatever I'm doing for whatever channel. I just kind of change the color. That gives a different feel for whatever you're doing. And so it works really well. I like that light. I got a link in there if you want to check that one out. You can check it out as well. So let's keep moving through here. The next thing on our list is actually a bonus. And this is, I don't think you necessarily, again, you could do everything with just your cell phone if you wanted to. But here's the MacBook that I use. I was using a different MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro, an older one, and I switched to this MacBook Air. Love it. It does everything that I need. It's keeping up with me. The other one I would say was not keeping up as well. I do a lot of things all at one time, so I needed to really be able to keep up with me. So there's that. You can even just use iMovie to start creating your own stuff. And I got some stuff that I'll show you how to make videos with that as well. And then a bonus, if you want, and this is kind of the standard. If you like look around and see people like, what do they have in their studio? What do they have if they're making videos? You got to get some kind of plant, and you got to get some kind of stand, and, you know, you just throw some pictures on there. Shoot, you can look behind me and you can see, you know, there's an example of what mine looks like here. Let me pull this up for you. And you can see some plants back there. You see some photos and stuff like that, and books, depending on what you're into. Kind of make it your own.
Now it's time to get real. Comment below and let us know which piece of equipment are you most excited for. And keep the conversation going by joining one of our online communities. You can be encouraged, talk to friends, and ask questions. And you know your question might be answered in the next live Q&A. Check out some of our other videos like how to get more customers and clients. Or branch off a little bit, check out one of our other channels like how to save your marriage. But until next time, keep it real.